Last December, the United States Congress and President Trump signed a new bill called the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, the TCJA. And while it had many good things about lowering the corporate tax rate, there was some poorly drafted language, which is known as the GILTI, G-I-L-T-I, or Global Intangible Low Tax Income. That GILTI tax and the transition tax will potentially destroy American companies overseas, not just in Japan, could be France or Germany or the UK. As a result of this inadvertent tax issue, starting in April, a number of overseas people realized that their companies could be in danger. So in addition to the 55% tax rate, a small company owner like myself, could face more than 70% taxes. The issue was brought forward to the Small Company CEO Advisory Council in the ACCJ. And we had a mandate to look at a lot of issues. We chose to look at this issue as an existential threat first. When we went to Washington, we met about 20 different members of Congress and the U.S. Treasury. The two key committees are the Senate Finance Committee and the House Ways and Means Committee. We met with Chief Tax Counsel on both the Democrats and the Republican side. There is a lot of interest in what we have to say, what our tax committee has to say. We have a seat at the table. We stand on the shoulders of the people who preceded us, and the ACCJ has great street cred. We can get a meeting. And for a member to be able to advocate of an issue of direct threat to my company was a great honor. I was well coached prior to leaving by the tax committee, on site, and to participate. And that was a real thrill. Potential for change may come with something called a technicals. Some of that is if there are misspellings, Treasury can ask Congress and say, wouldn't this make sense to be worded in this way? Some of them have to do with maybe applying existing rules to cover GILTI. And I think it's too early to say exactly what change will happen and in what time frame. I think that it will be very much inside the chamber, the tax committee driving it. We've presented case studies with the Small Business CEO Advisory Council. I think a very important part of the stance is the work that the staff is doing and the engagement that we have with U.S. Treasury, which seems to want to learn more.